Hello, and welcome to the Unleash Your Inner Goddess podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Joyce Hindle, and today I want to talk to you about making joy your baseline and what it actually means. As you might know, I run a membership called the Joyful Business Club, and this podcast is all about unlocking your potential, actualizing your genius, and living a life steeped in joy. This is what I'm about. This is my mission. I believe we all have the right to be happy. We all have the right to do the things that bring us joy. And we all have the right to say no to things that don't make us feel good. Our life here on earth is fleeting. When we consider how long the earth has been around and has been habitable, our 80 years or so really is just a speck of dust on the lens of life existing here. So, why people spend most, if not all of their life doing things they don't actually enjoy, living in a constant state of stress, anxiety, or in a permanent state of despair is baffling to me. I know that some people are unaware that they actually have the control to change their life. And I know that some people don't want to try, despite knowing things could be different. Others might be faced with an insurmountable hardship that makes it 100 times harder to find joy. But it doesn't mean that their existence will be continually joyless. I fear a lot of folks get stuck. They get stuck in a loop. They start thinking bad things or focusing on the negative, and then this creates feelings of anxiety, fear, worry, and stress. And then they act accordingly to their emotional state. This act fuels more negative thinking, and the pattern just repeats itself. Lucky for you, I'm here to tell you the opposite is also true. If you think more positively, even if you don't believe it, then you will feel more positive and will likely take more positive action. And that's also a loop. And here's the best bit. Our brains believe what we tell them. They don't know if what we're telling them is truth or fact or just lies and our opinion. If we consciously fill our brains with gratitudes, positives, and kind words, eventually, our brains will believe this to be our reality. It's cool, huh? So when I talk about making joy your baseline, I'm not talking about walking around every day in a constant state of joyful mania. We all know that's not sustainable. I'm talking about the ability to be able to flip the switch back into a positive state after a stressful or a sad event. I'm talking about bringing yourself back to equilibrium after uncertainty. I'm talking about being able to ground yourself and focus on what you can control when it seems the world is falling apart. Recently, someone challenged me on this, and he said, abundant joy on a daily basis is just not how life works. It's not healthy to pretend to be happy all the time. He's right. It would be unhealthy to squash any emotions you don't want and pretend or force yourself to be happy. That would just create a bigger issue later down the line, right? However, I do believe that you can find joy in every day. You can find solace in a hot cup of coffee when faced with sorrow. You can relish in a hug from a loved one when fearful. You can find gratitude when things get unbelievably tough, even if it's just fleeting or a sliver of joy. Working with entrepreneurs, often service-based businesses and creatives, the topic of joy comes up a lot. And the theme is often a resounding feeling of overwhelm, being busy all the time, unable to switch off, and feeling guilty. They have guilt from working when they feel like they should be spending quality time with their family, and guilt for spending time with their family or chilling out when they think they have work to be getting on with. They don't feel joyful. They don't feel calm or balanced, and often they're lacking focus too, because all this stuff is swirling around their head, making them second guess if they were actually cut out to run a business, making them worry that entrepreneurship isn't all it's cracked up to be, or simply that they aren't good enough. This is why I created my membership, the Joyful Business Club. It's a safe haven to come and learn about joy in the little things. How we don't have to know how we are going to get to where we want to be and each step that we need to take, just that we need to take a step. That it doesn't matter if we fail, it matters only what we do next. I work on 3 key themes in my membership: joy, balance, and focus. And I use those 3 things to bring my clients into a more positive mindset, laying the foundations for their future and giving them the tools to be able to set boundaries, show up fully focused when they need to, and to switch off when they close their laptop at the end of the day. In the Joyful Business Club, you get accountability, you get the support, and you get monthly training and meditations to help you thrive. We even have live social calls so you can build your tribe. It's way much more than just a Facebook group. And you get all of our back catalogues of trainings, meditations, visualizations, schedules, printables. They're all available on the members portal too. We'd love for you to come and join us and make joy your baseline. The link will be in the show notes. See you there.